Samsung is plus 6.68% today, and the reasons behind this move tell a bigger story about where global markets are heading. Welcome to MTRS_Market Pulse. It is August 12th and today we are putting the spotlight on Samsung, a global leader in semiconductors and consumer electronics. Samsung is up 6.68% to 255,500 Korean wons in today's session. Intraday prices ranged between 241,000 Korean wons and 260,500 Korean wons. The long-term fundamentals for Samsung revolve around memory chip cycle recovery, foundry competition, and smartphone demand. Equity markets are responding to reports that Samsung, Broadcom reached $200 billion RE memory chip deal manufacturing dive. Let us look at the broader sector picture. On the geopolitical front, this comes as U.S. oil rises above $83 a barrel as Iran says Strait of Hormuz won't open until conditions are met, adding pressure to energy markets. This is adding a risk premium across energy markets and supporting safe haven demand. The key macro overlay remains monetary policy. Equity markets are responding to reports that Dow Jones, NASDAQ, S&P 500 weekly preview, inflation data, more tech earnings due investing.com. Any surprise in the rate path could trigger outsized moves. Rate expectations remain a key driver for growth and technology stocks, which are highly sensitive to discount rate assumptions. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Dow Jones, NASDAQ, S&P 500 weekly preview, inflation data, more tech earnings due investing.com. Looking at how sector peers are positioned. TCS made a dramatic move today, plunged minus 4.36% to 2,339 Indian rupees. Equity markets are responding to reports that India's TCS tops revenue estimates on weak rupee, banking boost. Large deal wins, measured by total contract value, are the most important signal for TCS revenue trajectory over the next 12 months. BFSI and retail verticals in North America are the key spending sectors to watch. Any IT budget revision by U.S. banks would move TCS estimates meaningfully. Alphabet made a dramatic move today, plunged minus 3.84% to $343.80. Equity markets are responding to reports that Alphabet delivers strong earnings as Google Cloud accelerates, TradingView. The market has overcorrected on AI disruption risk to search. Google's Gemini integration is strong, and the ad business compound rate is intact. Google Cloud growth reacceleration is the catalyst investors are waiting for. Any data point on enterprise Gemini deals would drive a sector re-rating. ASML surged plus 3.80% to $1,799.38 in a significant session. Equity markets are responding to reports that semiconductor equipment faces supply shortages as well. ASML says next year's orders are already secured. High-NA EUV shipments are the growth engine. Demand from TSMC, Samsung, and Intel for the most advanced nodes is exceptional. The backlog visibility is multi-year. China export restriction risk is the key overhang. Any news on high-NA throughput improvements would be a catalyst. Here is our analytical view on Samsung from here. Equity markets are responding to reports that Samsung, Broadcom reached $200 billion RE memory chip deal manufacturing dive. HBM3 yield rates for AI training chips are the most critical near-term metric. Any positive update would drive a meaningful earnings upgrade cycle. The memory upcycle is intact, but Samsung's foundry losses are a drag. A recovery in smartphone DRAM pricing would add a second earnings lever. Let us close with the key events and catalysts on our radar. Keep a close eye on central bank speakers and rate commentary, and key economic data releases. Any one of these could be the catalyst that defines the next major directional move. We do the research so you do not have to hours of analysis distilled into actionable daily briefings. If that is valuable, please hit the like button. It is the single best way to support independent market analysis and help us reach more investors. Subscribe and turn on notifications for tomorrow's briefing. Drop your view in the comments. Are you bullish or bearish from here? That wraps up today's coverage from MTRS_Market Pulse. This content is for educational purposes only, not financial advice. Always do your own research. Stay disciplined, and we will see you tomorrow. That is our spotlight on Samsung from MTRS_Market Pulse. Subscribe for daily coverage of the world's biggest stocks.